All money owed to Youtzy Sitework Incorporated by Kelly Kicinski Incorporated, regardless of how this obligation was created, and is here satisfied as nothing further owed. I hereby unconditionally release Kelly Kicinski Incorporated, her heirs, assigns, agents, entities, responsibility, liability, claims, and other obligations. I am the owner and president of Youtzy Sitework Incorporated. I am seeking no restitution in regards to any allegations of criminal conduct. On behalf of Kelly Kicinski Incorporated, I seek no admission of wrongdoing in reference to any case. Dispute Kelly Kicinski Incorporated. I request that charges against her be dismissed. It is possible that some or all the acts I complained of in my statement to the police were a misunderstanding regarding the nature and timing of checks written, as Ms. Kicinski worked in my business for several years and literally wrote or caused to be written hundreds of checks with specifically my authority. Many of these checks were written to the very same individuals as checks, items, and issue and complaint, including Mrs. Kelly Kicinski. In most cases, I had pre-signed blank checks and would simply have Ms. Kicinski fill them out and issue them to my vendors, creditors, and on several occasions when I was not in the office I specifically authorized Ms. Kicinski to write and sign checks and to take care of urgent matters related to my business. Kicinski to write and sign checks to take care of urgent matters related to my business when I was divorced. During that time, I made my sworn complaint to the police. I sincerely believed that the checks and items issued in my complaint were taken without my consent or permission. Part of the problem was that Kelly Kicinski and I had just ended a relationship, so it was a cohabited domestic breakup, a civil dispute, and we were not talking. I received no communication from Kelly Kicinski regarding these checks. Our split personally also terminated her employment in my business. After reviewing my records further, I am now certain that Ms. Kicinski was simply operating under an established business pattern in issuing these checks. Had she communicated with me instead of ignoring me after our personal split, I would have had the information I needed to be sure these checks were for legitimate purposes. The checks, items in question in my complaint were in fact written while Ms. Kicinski was still employed by me in the capacity as she was in charge of issuing checks. The blame for the situation I feel falls on Ms. Kicinski's refusal to return my telephone calls, to get back together, discuss the situation with me, causing me to make an assumption that she had committed some sort of wrongdoing. I make this affidavit of my own free will. No one has coerced me, threatened me. Why am I still being charged? It was disposed. It was a civil issue.